What's up, Chicago? It's an honor to be a part of this moment. Derrick, congratulations. You represent what it means to be a Chicago Bull. Thank you for believing in this city. Thank you for giving everything you have. And thank you for inspiring the next generation. Once a Bull, always a Bull.
Derrick Rose has officially closed the book on his basketball journey in a way that feels both respectful and emotional, stepping away from the game with his legacy honored and his name remembered as one of Chicago's most inspiring stars. While fans celebrate his retirement and the image of a jersey hanging in the rafters, attention has quickly shifted to Los Angeles, where LeBron James continues to play at 41, still competing at an elite level despite being in the final stage of his career. The contrast between Rose walking away and LeBron still pushing forward has sparked a heated debate among fans, with some praising LeBron's longevity and passion for the game, while others question whether extending his career adds to his legacy or simply invites more criticism.
From Chicago, number 1, Derrick Rose!
Derrick Rose just experienced a truly emotional night in Chicago as his number 1 jersey was raised to the rafters of the United Center. The youngest MVP in NBA history was honored in a ceremony filled with cheers, tears, and gratitude. It was a powerful moment that celebrated not just his achievements, but his entire journey and impact on the city.
Let's count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah.
Derrick Rose returned to a wave of emotion in Chicago as fans stood outside in freezing single-digit temperatures and snow just to catch a glimpse of the former MVP who once gave the city hope. Inside, he shared a powerful moment with the old Bulls core, Joakim Noah, Luol Deng, and Taj Gibson, reuniting with teammates who defined a special era of basketball in the city. It was a full-circle scene, emotional and dignified, as Rose closed his chapter with a level of class and grace that left a lasting impression on fans who will never forget what he meant to Chicago.
There's not that many jerseys retired in the Chicago stadium. Like, this is not just a jersey retirement. You got a lot of arenas where jerseys get retired, and there's somebody, you be like, who is that? Not the Chicago Bulls arena. It ain't that many. It's about 4 or 5 up there. And so this is huge that we after Jordan, you know, in that era, that we get another player, you know, in this new area. Jersey retired. Man, D Rose, you're him.
Derrick Rose is stepping away from the game at 38 after a career that came full circle in emotional fashion, while fans reflect on everything he overcame and accomplished. Meanwhile, the conversation naturally shifts to LeBron James, who is still competing at 41 and continuing to extend one of the longest elite runs in sports history. The contrast between Rose's retirement and LeBron's ongoing career has sparked debate among fans. Some admire LeBron's unmatched longevity and production, while others question how long is too long for an all-time great to stay active. In the end, it becomes less about criticism and more about 2 different endings to 2 very different careers, one defined by closure and the other still being written.
Man, entering year 23, you started to play golf now. It's your 23rd shoe.
Yeah.
You're on the Forever King Tour. These things seem to have some sort of commonality. Are you hinting something at us?
No, I'm not. You know, I'm not hinting at anything. I mean, obviously, I know I'm on the other side of
that hump.
The hump, for sure. Come on now, like I'm not about to play another 23 years. That's for damn sure. And I'm not about to play another 10. So I'm definitely gearing up to where the end is. I'm not there yet, but I'm super blessed to be able to, you know, sit here. Like I said, you said year 23. Another signature shoe. I done picked up golf. Listen, guys, every time I pick up something new does not mean retirement. It's like, oh, I seen him with chopsticks. Oh, he's retiring. Oh, I seen him wear a t-shirt that's too big. Oh, retirement. Oh, he picked up golf, retirement. It's like, it's just something I want to do. It's just a little hobby. But retirement is coming. It is coming. It's just not here just yet.
Derrick Rose is being celebrated for the way he's ending his career, with fans viewing his retirement as a respectful and emotional closing chapter. At the same time, attention has shifted to LeBron James, who is still playing at 41 on a $52 million contract, sparking ongoing debate about value, longevity, and expectations for an all-time great in his final years. Supporters point to his historic production, leadership, and unmatched longevity, while critics question how his current level of impact compares to his peak and whether the financial investment matches on-court output. The contrast between Rose's graceful exit and LeBron's continued run has fueled a broader conversation about when a legendary career should end and how differently fans judge athletes who choose to keep going.
When the season ended, I said I wasn't sure if I was going to keep playing. And I know a lot of experts told you guys what I said, but I'm here now speaking for myself. In that moment, I'm asking myself if I can still play without cheating the game. Can I give everything to the game still? Truth is, I've been asking myself this question at the end of the season for a couple years now. I just never openly talked about it. I don't care how many more points I score or what I can or cannot do on the floor. The real question for me is, can I play without cheating this game? The day I can't give the game everything on the floor is the day I'll be done. Lucky for you guys, that day is not today.
Derrick Rose is being honored in a way that feels like a perfect farewell, with fans and teammates celebrating his career as it naturally comes to a close. Meanwhile, the discussion around LeBron James continues to split opinion, especially given his continued presence in the league at 41 and the massive attention that follows every season he plays. Some fans note that if he had chosen a farewell tour-style retirement, the league likely would have celebrated him across every arena with tributes and ceremonies. Instead, he remains active and committed to competing, which keeps the conversation focused not just on legacy and celebration, but also on performance, salary, and how long a legendary career should continue at the highest level.
You're not only the MVP, Pooh, you're the people's champ. You're the people's champ.
Derrick Rose's ceremony felt deeply tied to Chicago itself, authentic, emotional, and rooted in the city's identity. Rose spoke about being a vessel for the fans, reflecting on a career defined by both greatness and adversity, and the Bulls honored him in a way that placed his legacy among franchise icons like Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Jerry Sloan, and other historic figures connected to the organization's long tradition. At the same time, the conversation inevitably drifts toward LeBron James, whose late career chapter is unfolding in a very different context. Still active, still under a massive contract, and still drawing heavy scrutiny as the Lakers balance expectations, roster construction, and his continued presence on the court. While some view his longevity and playing alongside his son as a rare and meaningful moment in sports history, others see it as complicating the team's present-day competitiveness. The contrast highlights two different ways legends can close their careers, one through a clearly defined farewell, and the other through an ongoing story that refuses to end quietly. Derrick Rose was honored in Chicago in a way that felt deeply personal and carefully timed, with the franchise and fans coming together once his career had fully reached its natural end. The ceremony reflected patience and respect, turning his retirement into a moment of closure rather than urgency, and reinforcing his place in the city's basketball history. In contrast, the ongoing career of LeBron James continues to spark debate because it exists in real time, still active, still highly paid, and still carrying enormous expectations as he competes at 41. For some fans, that longevity is a remarkable extension of greatness and influence. For others, it raises questions about how late career legends should balance legacy, role, and team direction. The comparison ultimately highlights two very different paths, one defined by a completed story, and another still being written, with all the noise that comes with it. Derrick Rose's farewell has been widely praised for its timing and tone, with fans appreciating that he stepped away at a moment that felt natural and emotionally complete. His retirement has become an example of how a franchise and a player can align to close a chapter with dignity and clarity, surrounded by former teammates and a city that fully embraced his legacy. Meanwhile, the continued career of LeBron James fuels a different kind of debate, largely because of his unprecedented longevity, salary, and evolving role on the court at 41. Some observers admire his ability to remain in the league and still contribute in meaningful stretches, while others compare today's production and responsibilities to his peak years and question how late career expectations should be judged for all-time greats. The contrast ultimately highlights how differently fans interpret legacy, whether through a finished story or an ongoing one that continues to evolve under constant scrutiny. Derrick Rose's retirement continues to be viewed as a carefully timed ending to a career that already felt complete, giving fans a sense of closure and respect for everything he went through. In contrast, the ongoing season of LeBron James has sparked heavy discussion around longevity, role adjustment, and expectations at 41 years old. After dealing with early season sciatica and missing time for the first opening night absence of his career, his return has still drawn attention not just for production, but for how his game is evolving in real time. Some analysts focus on the natural decline that comes with age in professional sports, while others point to his continued ability to contribute at a high level in stretches. The conversation now centers less on dominance and more on adaptation, how a legend transitions from carrying teams to redefining impact in the final stage of a historic career. Derrick Rose is remembered in Chicago with a level of respect that reflects both his impact and his journey, with fans embracing him as a symbol of resilience even without a championship. His retirement felt natural and complete, allowing the city to celebrate his career as a finished story rather than an ongoing debate. In contrast, the late career stage of LeBron James continues to generate discussion about longevity, role, and public perception at an unprecedented age in NBA history. As injuries, rest decisions, and evolving production become part of the conversation, opinions are split between those who see continued greatness in stretches of play and those who focus on the inevitable effects of time on performance. The result is a broader reflection on how modern sports treats legends, whether they are celebrated most at the moment they step away, or while they are still choosing to compete at the highest level. Derrick Rose continues to be celebrated in a way that feels deeply personal, with his impact still showing up in today's players and moments around the league. Scenes like game winners and emotional reactions from younger stars reflect how strongly his career resonated, especially in Chicago, where his journey remains a symbol of resilience and connection to the city. Meanwhile, the ongoing career of LeBron James fuels a different kind of legacy conversation, centered on longevity, business influence, and sustained relevance across multiple eras of the NBA. Some fans emphasize his unmatched career achievements and long-term consistency, while others focus on how modern stars are judged differently in an age of constant media scrutiny and evolving expectations. In the end, both careers are shaping how the league understands greatness, one through emotional imprint and cultural memory, the other through unprecedented endurance and scale. Derrick Rose is being honored in Chicago as a symbol of what once was an era defined by emotion, identity, and a deep connection between player and city. His retirement moments, from tribute shirts to crowd chants, reflect a career that left a lasting cultural imprint even without ultimate team success. In contrast, the late career stage of LeBron James continues to spark debate because it is still unfolding in real time, with every game adding to a record-breaking career that already spans multiple generations of NBA fans. Some view his continued presence as an extension of historic longevity and competitive drive, while others see it as a difficult adjustment period where expectations shift from dominance to adaptation. Together, the two stories highlight a broader truth in sports. Some legacies are defined by how they end, while others are defined by how long they endure. Derrick Rose's retirement has been widely embraced in Chicago as a moment of closure, with fans reflecting on the emotional connection he built with the city throughout his career. His farewell highlights how powerful legacy can feel when a player's story reaches a clear and natural endpoint. Meanwhile, the ongoing career of LeBron James continues to fuel debate because it exists in a different stage, one where greatness is no longer defined purely by peak dominance, but by adaptation, workload management, and changing physical demands at an advanced age for the sport. As injuries, rest games, and evolving roles become part of the discussion, media coverage often swings between celebrating historic longevity and analyzing current limitations. The contrast ultimately reflects how differently sports culture treats a finished career versus one that is still actively unfolding in real time. Derrick Rose's retirement has been celebrated in Chicago as a moment of emotional closure, where legacy, identity, and timing all aligned in a way fans deeply appreciated. In contrast, the ongoing career of LeBron James continues to shape discussion around the modern NBA, especially as teams manage the realities of a massive contract, aging curves, and roster construction in a salary cap league. For the Lakers, the challenge is balancing a historic player's late career production with the broader goal of building a competitive roster around him. As a result, conversations around him often go beyond on-court highlights and into bigger questions about team building, expectations, and how legends transition in the final phase of their careers. Derrick Rose's retirement in Chicago is being remembered as a moment of gratitude and closure, where fans celebrated a career that left a deep emotional mark on the city even without a championship. His story feels complete, defined by resilience, connection, and a natural ending that both the player and the fanbase could embrace. In contrast, the late career stage of LeBron James continues to spark debate because it is still unfolding, with questions around role, production, and roster construction in a salary cap era. For the Lakers, his presence represents both historic value and present-day complexity, as teams try to balance legacy greatness with the realities of building a competitive roster. The comparison ultimately highlights two different kinds of endings in sports, one closed with emotional certainty, and one still being written in real time under constant scrutiny. Derrick Rose's retirement stands as a powerful reminder of how a career can close with emotional clarity, giving fans a moment of reflection and appreciation for everything he brought to the game. Meanwhile, the ongoing journey of LeBron James continues to divide opinion, as his longevity, salary, and evolving role in Los Angeles keep him at the center of NBA conversation. Some see his continued play as a remarkable extension of greatness across generations, while others question how late career legends should be evaluated in a league that changes so quickly. Either way, both stories are shaping how fans think about legacy, timing, and the different ways greatness can come to an end.